Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the White Bear Lake Area High School as the inaugural boys volleyball season continues as the Bears host a top 10 opponent tonight in the North St. Paul Polars. Hi, everybody. On behalf of our entire SEC sports crew, I'm Patrick Lilia from White Bear Lake tonight as the Bears looking for their first win in this inaugural boys varsity volleyball campaign. They'll have a tough test tonight with the number 8 ranked Polars, who come in with a mark of 3-1 on the regular season. The Polars have been introduced. Now the Bears players being introduced. Head coach Megan Danley of the White Bear Lake Bears looking on as her players are being introduced here in the Galvin Gym here at White Bear Lake. Jin San Vang, the head coach of the Polars. They're just coming on board to volleyball. It's a brand new varsity sport this spring season. The boys in the spring, the girls keeping their traditional fall volleyball slot. Early look at the standings for the Suburban East Conference with the Park of Cottage Grove Wolfpack currently sitting on top with an overall of 5-6, but one of 3 teams at 2-0 in conference with Mounds View and Forest Lake. Have East Ridge, Stillwater, Roseville, Irondale, Woodbury, Cretin, Durham Hall, and then the Bears rounding things out in the Suburban East. Very crowded conference. Good to see early on, of course, a lot of teams being part of the new sponsored varsity sport. Like a look at our top 10, as we mentioned, North St. Paul coming in at number 8. Last year's club champions Shakopee on the boys' side coming in at number 7. Eden Prairie, the only team that's beaten Shakopee this year, is number 1, along with Eastview up there as well. Rogers, St. Michael, Albertville, Andover, Bemidji, Spring Lake Park, and Anoka. Now, a good sampling of teams from across the state in the top 10 in the early going. The Polars are in red. They'll be on the right side of your screen. And the Bears are in white. They'll be on the left. We get our last instructions from the officiating crew. Looking forward to this match tonight. The Bears will look for that upset over number 8, North St. Paul. The lineups have been reconciled and we are ready. Bears will have the first serve. It'll be Dylan Shaw will have the opening toss. And we're underway. And an early point of the service ace for Dylan Shaw as the Bears get the first point. Shaw, another hard-to-handle serve. Job to drop that one in by Keith Hutchins. Oh, it's so important to have strong play in the middle. As Hutchins picks up another one, he's able to stuff that down. Well, the Bears off to a good start here in the opening set with a 3-0 lead. As they will rule that serve landed out, and it'll be a point for the Polars. After some discussion before they net judges came to an agreement that the serve was out. So the Polars with the serve for the first time, and they'll get a service ace of their own. The new Vi on the serve. Ball goes out through the rafters and ends up landing out for another Polar point. Of course, the other interesting thing about volleyball is everything's in play when it comes to the stuff on the ceiling. Hutchins is able to get that one down in front of a diving Vi. Keith Hutchins with a strong start for White Bear Lake in the middle. As strong point here for the Bears. They were tied up at 4. Polars on the serve. And a service ace for the Polars. Serve goes into the net. We're tied up at 5 here early in this opening set. And that'll be sent well out the back line for a Bears point. Hutchins on the serve. That'll be a Polars point. Roman Tao was involved in that for the Polars. Christian Vang will serve for the Polars. Nice job to get the point for Evan Thor. And the Bears won't be able to send this one back, so the Polars lead by 2 for the first time in the match so far. A rule that landed out on the return off the far side, so it'll be a Bears point. Nathan Lee will serve for White Bear. That'll be a point for the Polars. Agnes Zhang will serve for the Polars. And it flips off the top of the net and drops in for a service ace. spiked down hard for the point by Shinu Vai. Polars starting to build a little bit of a lead here as they get roughly halfway through this opening set. That'll be a point there for Vai once again. Dong will push the volleyball back. The judges are going to get together. I think they're going to talk about this most recent point, perhaps. Got to change out to a new ball. That'll be hammered down for the point by Evan Gore. The Polars now over halfway there here in this opening set. The whistles blow and it'll be a point awarded to the Polars. Timeout called by the Bears. Now the Polars have built a lead here in this opening set. The Bears got off to a good start. They got the first 3 points of the set. The Polars, though, showing why a lot of people think they're one of the top teams in the state of Minnesota, as they've been on a 14-4 run since then. Fourth match so far of the season for White Bear Lake. Played matches against Woodbury, Roseville, and Eastridge. Magnus Zhang will continue the serve. And it goes into the net. Service error turns it over to the Bears. Have another loud point for Vai. Max Yang will serve for the Polars. And now the judges will get together once again. Now a discussion will come over to the White Bear Lake bench with Coach Hawley. We get back underway. And knocked down at the net for the Polars point. Another strong play at the net. Vi was one of those who was over there. As the service ace will drop in, and it's a 10-point lead for the Polars at 18-8. Job to pick up the point. Wyatt Malenik. Nathan Lahr will serve here for the Bears. That'll end up a White Bear point. A little bit of a miscommunication between some of the hitters at the net for the Polars, I think. Nice job to send it back as Hutchins again being a force. Keith Hutchins led a very strong set for the Bears. Well, I beg your pardon, they did award the point to the Polars. And that'll go into the net, and the Polars will hit 20 here in this first set. Pick up the point for the Polars. As the Polars closing in on clinching this opening set. Yang on the serve. As it takes an unfavorable bounce off the net. Polars now 3 points away. Hutchins will get this one. Keith Hutchins, we've talked about having a really good first set for the Bears. Number 30 on your screen. Dylan Shaw will serve. And a point for the Polars after the loud collision at the net. Danu Vi on the serve, as he'll send it out the back. Bears get the point. The serve will go to Alan Cassidy. Roman Tao will bring the Polars to set point. Will stay alive. They will be able to get the point. Malenik was able to drop it in on the far side as Hutchins will serve. will get the point and take the opening set, 25-13. So a very strong first set for the Polars, and number 8 will take the opening frame. Despite a really strong first set from Keith Hutchins and the Bears, Polars will take a 1-0 lead. We're going to take a break here on SEC Sports. We've got more from White Bear Lake High School right after this.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we are at our best, we have more to offer the world around us. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Welcome back to White Bear Lake High School. As the Bears hosting number 8 North St. Paul tonight, the Polars taking that first set 25-13. This will go into the second set. Both teams still waiting to break their intermission huddles. Bears had a tough first set, but we've highlighted a few times the play of Keith Hutchins in that opening set at a really good first frame for White Bear Lake. So we'll take a look at some of the highlights from that opening set as Hutchins able to drop one in there. But the strong Polar offense also at work as well. That was Roman Tao. Also some help there from Shinu Vai. The Polars took that opening set by 12 at 25-13. Just joining us, the Polars, they're in the red. They'll be on the right side of your screen. The Bears in white on the left side as they get underway with Max Yang on the serve. And it'll be a Polar point on the service ace. One of the COVID-era rules that stuck around in volleyball was teams no longer switching sides between sets. Do a nice job to get the point. Talis Bermanis was over there on that left side. Alan Cassidy will serve. And Cassidy will get a service ace for the Bears point. Junior outside hitter. He'll serve again. And that'll land out on the return from Roman Tao. And the Bears have a 3-1 lead here early in the second set. Cassidy will send a service error into the net. By on the serve, flips out the top of the net, takes a friendly drop, and the Polars will get the point on the service ace. Bears will return it out. Bai continues the serve, again flips the top of the net. And the Bears will get the point. Malenik was involved once again in getting the Bears that point. As Houchins will serve. Nice job to drop that one in by Bermanis, now over on the right side. Good net play, but it'll end up on the Bears' side, and a point to the Polars. Max Yang will serve. Point ends up with the Polars as Yang will continue the serve. Goes up into the rafters. And the Bears return. When the Polars send it out, the Bears will get the point and draw some of the loudest cheers of the night. Nathan Lee on the serve. At the point will be for Evan Thor. Christian Vang on the serve for the Polars. Bears will end up with the point as the Polars can't return it. A good back and forth action to begin the second set, tied at 7. Bears will get the point as the net judges confer and decide that it did land in on that back line. Alan Cassidy sent it over. Well, the Bears in front. Olenek on the serve, and that'll be out. Service error knocks things back up at 8 apiece. Agnes Zhang will serve for the Polars. And out on the return volley. Polars go back in front 9-8. And service ace for the Polars will get them to 10 as Zhang will continue to serve. Nice job by the Bears to pick that up as Finn Paulson was able to drop it in the bucket in the left corner. He's on the serve. And they'll get the point as Hutchins made sure that one didn't come back. Nathan Lohr on the serve. We're tied at 10. And Lohr's service ace will get the Bears back in front, 11-10. Volley, and it's a Bears point. And the Bears have a 12-10 lead. The largest since they had that 3-0 lead at the beginning of the opening set. That's getting a point back is Vi. Devin Lohr will be on the serve here for the Polars. Service ace will tie things back up. We continue to be tight as we hit the rough midpoint of this second set. Another service ace for Thor. Polars go back on top. And a service error will tie things back at 13. Dylan Shaw will serve. The Polars a point, which is unfortunate for the Bears as a couple of Polars almost ran into each other. Theodore Tao will serve for the Polars here. Knocked down at the net for a Polar point. point for the Polars once again. Well, the Polars trying to take control of this second set. That'll be a Bears point. Two-point lead for the Polars with Alan Cassidy on the serve for the Bears. I'll say it's out and a Bears point. Violation at the net, so that'll give the Polars the point. Service error will land out. It'll be Uchin's on the serve for the Bears in a one-point game. Then of a Polars point as it ended up behind a couple of Bears. Max Yang will serve here for the Polars. And he'll have a service ace. Polars on top now by 3 once again. Work our way down the stretch in the second set. Up a point for Roman Tao. Well, the Polars hit 20. The Bears will take a timeout. Coach Danley will talk things over. It's been a very even second set through a good chunk of the first part of it. Now the Polars have started to assert a little bit of control here as we've worked our way into the home stretch of the second set, with the Polars leading 1-0. Bears will try to put together a rally here in the latter stages of this second set. Yang will continue the serve. Service error for Yang, and it'll go over to the Bears. Bears on the serve, and the service error the other way will give the Polars the point back. Christian Yang will serve. will be able to drop it in for the point. Olenek will have the chance to serve. That'll be dropped in for the point for the Polars. Magnus Zhang will have the serve here for North St. Paul. And the Polars will get the point as they close in on taking set number 2. Zhang will serve. Dropped in for the point by Tao, and it's set point for North St. Paul. Bears send it into the net, and the Polars will take the second set. A good competitive set, but the Polars pull away late, and they take set 2, 25-18, and a 2-set-to-none lead. So the Bears will need to come out in set number 3, try to keep this match alive. We'll take a break here on SEC Sports. North St. Paul 2-sets-to-none. We'll be back on the other side of the break.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
At school, it feels like everyone's staring at me, and I'm just kind of not really a person.
Sometimes I can't believe that you could be proud of me if I'm not proud of myself.
It just was hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Think of our best times together. Let's do more of that.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
The bravest person I know is definitely my dad, 100%.
My friend Sean.
My daughter Cynthia, and she was in the United States Army.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
Our journey has not been easy.
One of the bravest things he did was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
When he decided he was going to go back to school after 23 years.
It was the better part of my life that I spent in the Marine Corps. Transitioning out, it's a difficult thing.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
So I really appreciate it.
Welcome back to White Bear Lake High School as we go to the third set. The Bears needing to come up with a set win here to keep the match going as the Polars took the first 2 sets, 25-13 and 25-18. Let's look at some of the highlights from that second set that was pretty evenly played throughout the first half of the set, and then the second half was much more controlled by North St. Paul. Thanks for joining us tonight here on SEC Sports as we maybe take you through some of these second set highlights. The Bears will serve to begin the third set. We get underway here in the third set. Bears needing a set win to keep the match alive. And they will get the first point as Bermanis will get the point as Bermanis and Hutchins have been really good up front for the Bears in this match tonight. It hasn't shown up a lot in the scoreboard. They've had some really good play at the front of the net, and the Bears will get a second point. Well, the Bears off to a good early start. Bowlers will get this point as Roman Tao was able to shove it between the two big men at the net. Bowlers trying to improve to 4-0 on the regular season. As a violation on the Bears will give the Bowlers the point. Service ace, able to be dropped in by Vi. The service error this time knocks things up at 3. Alan Cassidy on the serve for the Bears. As the Bowlers will pick up the point. Max Yang on the serve for North St. Paul. It'll be a Bowlers point. Evan Thor at the net. And the Bowlers will pick up this point as well. Point for Roman Tao. Actually took the point away and gave it to the Bears, so it's 6-4. Hutchins on the serve. As they'll give the Bears the point on the out. A little bit of a swing as the Bowlers had a point overturned. Now the Bears are within 1. Hutchins on the serve. That'll be a Polar point. Ryan Lee will serve for the Polars. That'll be a North St. Paul point. It's hit down hard by Thor. Well, the Polars now have a 4-point lead at 9-5. Finn Paulson gets the point for the Bears. Nathan Lee will serve. That'll be a point for the Polars. Magna Zhang will serve. For a Bears point. 10-7, the Polars in front. Olenek on the serve. And Shinu Vai will get the point. Call a violation at the net and a Polar point. Well, Polar's about halfway there now in set number 3. That'll be out. So the service error gives the Bears the point. It'll be Nathan Lohr on the serve. Vai will get the point. Brian Lee will serve for the Polars. As they blow it dead and give the Bears the point. Dylan Shaw will serve for the Bears. That'll be out on the volley. say landed just out. Well, the Bears get the point, and they'll take over the serve. It'll be Cassidy. Service error will give the Polars the point. Max Yang will put it up for North St. Paul. They were sent back by North St. Paul, and they're up by 6 here in the third set, looking to close out the match. Bears will get the point here. It'll be Hutchins on the serve. Polars send it into their own net. Bears now down by 4. Bears will get another one as Malenik. Well, the Bears going on a run, trying to get closer. Well, a nice job to just tap that one down for the Polar point. Roman Tao will serve. It's rejected back by Malenik and by Finn Paulson. Nathan Lee will serve for the Bears. Point for the Bears on the violation. Well, the Bears were down 6. Now they've gotten within 2. Polars will get a point here. Magnus Zhang will serve. Point for the Polars as Evan Tao was able to keep it in. Get the point as Paulson able to get the last word. Malenik on the serve. Took an awkward hop off the rafter and ends up a polar point. As we mentioned earlier, everything in play. Well, even though it hit the rafter, that is a legal in-play situation, and it drops in for the polar point. And the service error here will give the Bears a big point as the Bears making it interesting down the stretch. Nathan Lohr on the serve. That'll be a point for Shinuvai. Theodore Tao will take the serve for North St. Paul. That'll end up a point for the Polars as they start to close in on possibly taking this match. Bears will take a timeout. Not much margin for error left for White Bear Lake. Trying to keep this match alive. On behalf of our SEC Sports crew, thanks for joining us tonight as we'll take a look at the replay from that last sequence. Polars are up 2-0. They took the first set 25-13. Took the second set 25-18, leading 22-17. Bears have to come back and win this set. Theodore Tao will continue the serve. Will get the point as Aiden Mua will get it, and Dylan Shaw will serve for the Bears. The Polars will end up with the point. Dylan Shaw on the, beg your pardon, Vi on the serve, and the service error will give the Bears the point. Alan Cassidy serving for the Bears, and the service ace will get the Bears to 20, and still very much alive here in this third set. A service error here the other way, and now it's match point. Max Yang will serve for the first match point. And the Bears will be able to keep it alive as Hutchins gets the point. Now it'll be Hutchins taking the serve. Double hit, and it's a Bears point. Hutchins will serve. and out for a Bears point, and they've drawn within one. Timeout called by North St. Paul. They're still at match point, but the Bears not letting them take it so easily. Now 4 straight points for White Bear Lake after the Polars reached 24. We'll take a look at what's coming up on our SEC sports schedule. Baseball Monday, St. Thomas and Matamidi. That's a late afternoon game. Then lacrosse, boys lacrosse Thursday, April 24th. Stillwater, White Bear Lake. And then girls lacrosse the week following. As that'll do it, the Polars will take this in straight sets by a final of 25-23 as the Bears put up a good fight down the stretch, but the Polars will take it in straight sets tonight. 3 sets to none. 25-13, 25-18, and 25-23. So tough one for the Bears tonight, but played one of the top teams in Minnesota and got stronger and stronger as the match went along. You see on the scoreboard, so the Polars will take the match. They improved to 4-0 on the regular season. Bears will still be in search of their first win as they'll take on Twin Cities Academy. That'll be Monday at 6:30 here at White Bear Lake High School. We'll take a look at the highlights from that third set. With the Bears with a nice rally down the stretch, with the Polars able to take the set and the match 3 sets to none. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. On behalf of our entire SEC Sports crew, be sure to follow us on social media for our upcoming broadcasts, live streams, and make sure to check out our YouTube channel as well for archive broadcasts. As the Polars will take this one in straight sets tonight. We thank you for joining us on behalf of our crew down in the truck and on the cameras tonight. I'm Patrick Lilia with you. Thanks so much for joining us. We will catch you next time from an arena near you.